ambassadors and high commissioners of friendly foreign countries, General Anil Chauhan, Chief of Defence Staff, Admiral D.K. Tripathi, General Upendra Dwivedi, Air Chief Marshal Mr. A.P. Singh, Sri R.K. Singh, Defence Secretary, Sri Sanjeev Kumar, Secretary D.P., senior officials, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to address the distinguished gathering of eminent dignitaries from across the globe and senior officials from Government of India and Government of Karnataka. The ambassadors and high commissioners present here are the esteemed representatives of their respective countries. Thanking you, I extend my warm regards and New Year greetings to your countries and government. Friends, Indian civilization has a glorious tradition of according prominence and respect to the role of ambassadors in the statecraft. In the great Indian epic Mahabharata, Lord Krishna, realizing after effects of war, which would result in untold miseries and deaths, played the important role of ambassador of peace between two warring sides, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. History tells us that a big number of the foreign travelers and ambassadors have visited India and appreciated the beauty of our country in different ways. Few of them were from fields of philosophy, religion, poetry, culture, and interestingly, they also become imageries of these Indian traditions in their own countries. Some of you would know Megasthenes was the Greek ambassador of King Seleucus Nicator in the court of the great Indian emperor Chandragupta Maurya. Megasthenes was the first person from the Western world to leave a written description of the thriving civilization, art, and ancient culture of India. Since then, there was a regular influx of ambassadors and travelers throughout the history, such as Yuan Zhang, Fa Hien, Abdul Razak, and many more. They not only acquired great knowledge and expertise in Indian traditions, philosophy, astronomy, and other knowledge systems, they themselves also brought their traditions which got assimilated in our systems to evolve the great Indian civilization. Friends, as we know, the international security environment today is in a state of flux with multiple conflicts and challenges. This confronts our collective quest for global peace and prosperity. The new world order calls for enhanced cohesiveness of the global community. We must aim to overcome the present geopolitical tensions for ensuring mutual prosperity and global peace. It is thus of paramount importance that the like-minded countries should strive together for collective actions for peace and prosperity. Without these, our future generations will not be able to take advantage of economic growth or the technological innovations that we are experiencing in today's era. Friends, it is in this context that the role of the ambassadors hold even more significance in world affairs today. The Government of India appreciates the extraordinary roles all of you perform as ambassadors and high commissioners of your respective countries in promoting the noble cause of global peace and prosperity. Friends, we are gathered here today for showcasing one such event, Aero India, where nations come together and form bonds beyond boundaries. Aero India is Asia's largest air show and a premier international event of its kind, attracting participants from across the globe. As represented in its slogan and tagline, Aero India presents the runway to a billion opportunities and we are all set to embark on the flight of yet another edition of this unique event. The 15th edition of the Aero India 2025 is being organized at Bengaluru from 10th February to 14th February 2025. As you may be aware, Aero India is a well-established platform for international collaboration and the business exchanges. It has proven itself to be the meeting ground for the aerospace and the defense sector to showcase their products and technologies. It is also a forum to forge strategic partnership towards increasing opportunities for business, transfer of technology, joint development, and the co-production between various industries. The previous 14th edition of the Aero India, held in 2023, was truly unprecedented in terms of scale and participation from over 100 countries and more than 800 exhibitors. The upcoming 15th edition of Aero India is going to provide many opportunities for business to business and for the business to government interactions. It will also provide great visibility and media outreach on a much bigger scale to all the defense industry, manufacturers, investors, defense startups, research and development organizations, and various other stakeholders. Aero India 2025 will provide opportunities to the exhibitors for creating brand awareness, furthering partnership with industry experts, securing business prospects through face-to-face meetings, and to stay updated on the latest trends in aerospace technologies. Like the previous editions, Aero India 2025 will provide exhibition halls, business chalets, and outdoor spaces to present large-scale aerospace equipment and platforms. This includes latest aircraft and aviation technology, offering the participants hands-on experience with full-scale aviation models and cutting-edge systems. In today's scenario, air and space power have become pivotal elements in shaping strategies. With the rapid advancement of the niche and the cutting-edge technology incorporated with artificial intelligence and machine learning systems, air and space assets now provide an unprecedented advantage in battlefield scenarios. Aerospace power is the new frontier of the military dominance, which acts as a strategic deterrence. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to highlight India's focus on self-reliance through strategic partnership and technological collaborations in defense sector, and particularly in the aerospace sector. In recent years, the Indian government has brought about several transformative policy reforms aimed at bolstering a robust defense industry ecosystem. This includes initiatives that promote domestic design, development, manufacturing, and exports. Recognizing its strategic importance and vast potential, the Government of India has designated aerospace as one of the core sectors of our Atmanirbhar Bharat, our self-reliant mission. As a result of this, aerospace and defense sector in India is taking significant strides in developing cutting-edge technology, both through public as well as private industry participation. India today can boast of having one of the largest defense industrial ecosystem in Asia, and we are committed to further enhancing our capabilities. We are among a select few nations capable of producing fourth-generation fighter aircrafts, nuclear submarines, main battle tanks, and intercontinental ballistic missiles. Apart from these major platforms, we are also successfully developing a number of the high technology subsystems and components which are essential for the efficient performance of many equipment and platforms. Friends, we not only forge these machines, but more importantly, we believe in forging partnership. As a great Indian personality said, I can do things you cannot, you can do things I cannot, but together we can do great things. The Indian aerospace and defense sector represents an attractive opportunity for foreign companies seeking to establish new ventures and partnership. A recent example of this is the significant milestone of setting up of manufacturing facility of C-295 aircraft for the Indian Air Force through collaboration between Tata Advanced Systems Limited and Airbus Defence and Space. This unique project has paved the way for enhanced private sector participation in aircraft manufacturing and final assembly. And more of such projects are expected to follow in future. Friends, as India emerges as a leading voice of the Global South, as India emerges as a leading voice for the Global South, we advocate for a multi-aligned policy approach that engages multiple stakeholders. This ensures that the diverse views are considered in our collective pursuit of prosperity. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has articulated India's commitment to addressing global challenges through 5 guiding principles: Samman or respect, Samvad or dialogue, Sahyog or cooperation, Shanti or peace, and Samriddhi or prosperity. In today's geopolitical landscape, fostering unity among like-minded nations is essential for ensuring mutual prosperity and peace while addressing contemporary challenges. India has always championed shared prosperity and shared responsibility based on the fundamental principle of the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is a family. One earth, one family, which was also the theme of G20 summit in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, India has emerged as an attractive destination for investment. Our improved ranking in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business report reflects our growing market size, demographic advantages, and the diverse skill sets, all contributing towards this momentum. Aero India 2025 presents an invaluable opportunity for friendly nations to jointly explore strengths and capabilities in the defense sector, addressing both strategic needs as well as tactical requirements, deliberate on opportunity for engagements in the military cooperation as well as business collaboration in defense industry and technologies. With numerous business events planned and a large number of the participants expected to Aero India 2025, it will facilitate industry captains, technology leaders, intellectuals, and entrepreneurs with new avenues for collaboration in defense industrial enterprises. This event will serve as a vital forum for exploiting partnership that will form the base for future challenges. Together, we can create pathways for growth that are inclusive and sustainable. Excellencies, I eagerly look forward to welcoming ministers, officials, and the business delegations from your respective countries to utilize the vibrant platform of your Aero India 2025 to explore newer areas for enhancing collaboration and cooperation between our countries. The Government of India and the Ministry of Defense is fully committed to being actively engaged with all of you and other stakeholders over the next month from now. I assure you that our teams are ready to collaborate closely with you to make Aero India 2025 a resounding success. There are a number of interactions planned at various levels during the Aero India which aim to provide occasion to deliberate on subjects of the common interest. I look forward to meeting you all and the delegations from your countries in Aero India 2025. Thank you very much.